A $3 million bond for a Raleigh man accused of trying to sell more than 10,000 pounds of fentanyl.
Yeah, Patrick Allen made his first appearance in Durham County Court this afternoon.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I just hit top bottom of the video and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we'll be doing our last North Carolina story of the day. Like I like to tell y'all, North Carolina podcast. I'm from Raleigh myself. And this one is it's out of Durham. Supposedly he lived in Raleigh, so it's kind of both, but it's really in Durham. So we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we'll be talking about Patrick Allen and Dmoya Langley-Copeland. So this actually took place in July, but like I said, just hit my desk. And plus their hearing was like 2 weeks ago. So actually it is 2 weeks ago today. So still fairly fresh. So what these two are being accused of, Allen is now facing charges, including trafficking opium or heroin, felony conspiracy, possession of drug paraphernalia, possessing a controlled substance with the intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver, and a window tint violation. Now, the charges that they busted Dmoya on is carrying a concealed gun, driving while license revoked, not impaired, felony conspiracy, maintaining vehicle dwelling of place for drugs, possessing drug paraphernalia, possession with the intent to Schedule 2, trafficking opium or heroin, and trafficking opium, heroin again. So, like I said, they were pulled over originally because of the color of the tint on their windows. I'm glad law enforcement is doing away with that shit because that shit is ridiculous. But the items they were exactly found with were 4.8 kilos of fentanyl, $25,000 in cash, a black FN, and various paraphernalia used in the packaging of narcotics, described as bags and bags of fentanyl. So yeah, they are in trouble. So first, now I'll say this first. So if you don't realize how much 4.8 kilos of fentanyl is, it say 1 kilo of fentanyl has the potential to kill 500,000 people. So 4.8, almost 5. That's almost 2.5 million people. So it can really wipe out a major city for real. And so riding around with that shit on you, 25,000. That's nuts. That's nuts. What makes this case even more interesting to me is first, you can say Patrick, who has 8 prior convictions with majority related to selling and trafficking drugs.
Durham deputies pulled Allen's car over for a traffic stop earlier this week, and with the help of a canine officer, they found 4.8 kilos of fentanyl, a large sum of cash, a firearm, and various paraphernalia used in the packaging of narcotics. The district attorney's office says Allen has 8 prior convictions, with the majority related to selling and trafficking drugs.
That's not the interesting part. The interesting part for me is who Dmoya is. Dmoya is reportedly a nasty dancer. You know, y'all know what I mean, though. When I say she is a nasty dancer, she is a exotic dancer, as some would say. But and she do, I ain't gonna lie, a couple pictures I found her now. You know, the mugshot ain't gonna do shot justice. But boy, one picture I found her, but she do got that. Yeah, I mean on her. You know, she do got that. Yeah, I mean on her. So I get it, but. They are in jail currently. Allen is on a $3 million bond, and Miss Langley-Copeland is on a $1.5 million bond. So it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. Obviously, you know, when you get caught red-handed like that, it's gonna happen. Now, where this case can also become increasingly interesting is because obviously, one, when women get involved in cases like this, they like to put a lot of pressure on the women, causing them to flip because the women are usually not the ones directly involved. They just benefit from the lifestyle. But they usually know what's going on. I mean, you have a few cases where a woman is very involved, but a lot of times they're not really that involved. So they put pressure on them. Where this gets interesting is obviously she might flip on her boyfriend. I mean, I don't know if they were, boyfriend girl. I think they were, but she might flip on Mr. Allen. Where this also gets interesting is Mr. Allen. Like, so if you were, now that's a lot of fentanyl, but I wonder, where'd you get it from? Who is the bigger plug in this drug bust? Because a lot of times, well, one, to snitch, you have to be able, you can't be the top dog because who are you going to snitch on? So you have to, be in some type of pecking order. That was a pecking sound. Woo, that was crazy. You got to be in some type of pecking order. And so yeah, so will Mr. Allen, tell on, people he's, worked for before, because, 8 prior convictions that you're already, multiple time selling drugs and getting caught with the amount and cash that you got on you. You're gonna go to jail for a while, my boy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So that's where this case can become interesting. At what will the woman decide to do, and will, Mr. Allen stay silent? But yeah, bro, getting caught with that much shit on you, that's nuts, bro. That's really all I gotta say though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I did TikTok on the video, and we up.